Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Wanted to see how garbled I can make that sound just for shits and giggles. Hello, Jinder, how is you? That emote's holding up a heart. Oh. Sleepy? That's a big mood. But I'm sleepy because, like, if I'm being real, depression-related nonsense. So, you know, that's the wreck from last night. Fair. That's probably why I'm like, what do I want to play? Nothing sounds good. Fuck. So let's play some Elden Ring. Because I think I can manage 2 hours of this. I wasn't entirely sure where I wanted to go earlier today in this game, mostly because, like, it's just a trek, and I didn't want to go on that trek. But I am in the Altus Plateau. I assure you, the Shaded Castle is done. Just, wow, hang on. This bothers me, because I remember... God, I would think that the frame rate would be a little bit more consistent while streaming this game. But yeah, I made my way over here. Fought the boss at the Minor Erdtree to get the baubles for the Wondrous Physic. God, I don't remember how the fuck to get up to the Volcano Manor normally, because I want to skip using the shortcut and fight my way up there. But I don't remember how, so that's a little bit of an issue. I think my best bet's to start by going north, visiting the 3 windmills. And then we shall go from there. Also, on that note, what in the world were you up to, Jinder, that you were, like, wrecked from it? Like, did you stay up late, or... Okay, here's the bridge. I don't care, worm face. Oh, right, the 9-hour power outage. My apologies. I should have known. That would, yeah, that would do it. That would absolutely do it. Tally-ho! Motherfucker. Which, amongst other things, took out my AC. That's a yikes, because, like... Good save. There are shenanigans related to the AC right now, because it's summer. Well, I found Gold Mask. But yeah, total crap that, like, you had to throw out all your food, because that fucking sucks. Well, you're refrigerated and frozen food. Like, that's never fun to do. Want to say there's a site of grace that's relatively close by here? Ah, right, down there. I know a safe way. Involves that spirit wind I used to jump up here. Alley-oop! Frozen food is fine, refrigerated wasn't. Yeah, after 9 hours. I would imagine the refrigerated food is definitely not fine. The fridge can only retain so much cold for so long. Okay, yeah, this route is directing me to Volcano Manor. I'm probably gonna have to follow this road for a little bit then. Sure, let's commit highway robbery. Get fucked and stop, you giant! They shall be none the wiser. I won't use it, but who cares? It's mine now. Get fucked. Also, why was there... Oh, fuck. Okay, we good. That could have gone so fucking south. I saw that dog and I'm like, oh no. There a boss? Oh, there is absolutely a boss encounter down here. Okay. Oh, god damn it. It's a Sanguine Noble. Ow. Heal, heal, heal. What you think you're doing, eh? I thought that was a good play. Start playing your Fisher Run through 3 hopes. Boy, oh boy, does Black Eagles go off the rails fast. Considering the supposed interpretation, or at least my interpretation of the plot so far, that checks. He just fucking ran right into my fire. Yeah, you might have a rapier, but I got range, motherfucker. Of course, when I one day get Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, I am going to start by playing Golden Deer because, one, Claude is just amazing, but two, and more importantly, Golden Deer for life, yo. Anyway. Y'all should know my default allegiance, even if I do ultimately agree with Edelgard. Okay, well, I think that road... What the fuck? Light it up! Ow! Okay, fair. Oh god, that was uncalled for! You sent me to the dodge, you asshole! How dare you! That was like a flea! Let me put it this way. I have Monica on my team. Oh shit, really? Oh, right. Wait, really? Okay, then. That route really does go off the rails then. Okay. Here we are up on Mount Gelmir, and I can level up again, bumping my vitality by another point. God, I'm still frustrated by the way Dark Souls has you level up. Like Dark Souls. Why can't you be normal when it comes to leveling up? You saucy, saucy bitch. Oh, so I know this is Elden Ring, but this just goes for the Souls-like genre in general. So playing Wonderland, you found a spell where you throw barrels. Oh my god. Y'all are really trying to insist I get Tiny Tina's Wonderland, aren't you? Just get that spell. Ta-doo, ta-doo! No, just saying I can throw barrels now. Oh. None directed on my face. Oh god, I dealt with your stupid ass before. No. Get the fuck out of my life. No promises. How dare! Back the fuck up, you piece of shit! You can't tanker his machine! Oh god! Oh god! Ah! Dogs! Light him up! Ah! Ah! My life flashed before my eyes! Ah! Bitch! Ow. Oh, I got to spell Golden Vow. Excuse you? With the mix-up! Get wrecked! I can actually see that being an actual player. I know that was an NPC, but just, could you imagine? Invaded, and then I do all of that shit, and they're like, what the fuck is going on? And then I just get them with that attack. Keep riding on this high horse. Right, this bridge is out. You're supposed to find a way around. I forget how you're supposed to find the way around from here. Ooh. Golden Vow is debatably decent spell, given that it reduces damage taken by 10%, increases damage dealt by like 10%. Nani the fuck? Damn, increases attack and defense for self and allies. Increases attack power and defense for the caster and nearby allies. Hold to continue praying and delay activation. This incantation has been taught to knights of the royal capital for generations. and knights sent on distant expeditions lean on it as a source of courage. Well, I'll be damned. That sounds incredible. Although Flame Grant Me Strength actually has synergy with my weapon art. So I want to say fire scales on it like faith, so I have to go around. Ah, here we go. Go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up! Ow! Up, 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 up! It's also a bigger boost. Fair enough! Ha! You can't climb rock walls, motherfucker! They just jabs his fucking pizza cutters into the wall and just starts going up. It's like, I have made mistakes! And I have to climb faster. Okay. If I'm remembering rightly, this is the alternative way to get to the Volcano Manor. But it is like 300 times more precarious. And also, if I remember rightly, there's a great big bloody boss at the end of it. Oh, right, I didn't restore Radahn's Great Rune. And surprise, surprise, you don't have to restore the rune that lets you reincarnate. Because the tower that you would find, where you would probably think you should restore said rune, is actually Ranni's tower. And, you don't get her Great Rune. Surprise, surprise! That's a lot of death. Y'all are fools for trying to jump down there. But they knew that already. Riding on horseback. I mean, fair, but like, why wouldn't you want to beat the shit out of things with your bare hand? Well, most bare hands. Oh, God, I just remembered something I saw. Because, sometimes I hop on Facebook to see how my family is doing, because for the life of them, they don't want to ditch that social media site. And in spite of the fact that Mark Zuckerberg is a terrible human being. But aside from anything relating to that, what the fuck? Oh, you just straight up clobbered that fool. Good to know friendly fire is on for the big old pumpkin head. But anyway, the algorithm on Facebook does like to show me game-related stuff. And one such game-related thing I saw is apparently somebody has modded this game to where all enemies are replaced with Melania. And I'm like, all right, but why? Why would you do that? every enemy, up to and including otherwise neutral mobs. So, you know, the animals. Every enemy, every boss, replaced with Melania. It is Melania Ring. Good fucking luck is what I say to that person. Ultra hard mode. Replace that with, I would just straight up call that Melania mode. I don't think you can find a word to describe its difficulty. So call it Melania mode. It rhymes with mania, so like Melania Mania. Ooh, that's also a liver. Ooh, that's actually a really good name. Melania Mania. Also, I would love to just like slide down this ladder. You guys are being assholes. And it definitely does not seem like jumping over there is my wisest course of action. Although... Yagi! Look, I remember last time I said Yagi. I fell down the fucking side of a building, okay? This time I had no folly. I had no hubris. I knew better. No confidence. God, without the map of this area, because the map's all the way up there at the fucking Volcano Manor. It is really, really difficult to know where the fuck I'm going. 'Cause I got that early motherfucking storm wolves. Oh my sweet Jesus. They're the same durability as the previous storm wolves. That's hilarious. That is hysterical. They give more runes though, so I'll take that. Ooh, hello. I don't remember this being up here, but I may have sworn, like, flew by it. Did I miss a fucking hero's grave on my main file? Because this is a hero's grave. Pardon me. I prepped myself a token ice cream float. Actually, no. I don't believe I missed this on my main file. Well, now I gotta fucking check. These could be secrets, you know. I'm also fighting because I haven't gone back to the city to go get the mimic tier. That my current ashes are not the best. Oh yeah, no, I fucking remember this one. This one's fucking mean. This one's really fucking mean. There are like no secrets. I say that should hit him. Take your lava, motherfucker. I see you, bitch. I was hoping he'd get hit. But blah, this one sucks. You don't have to pull a lever in order to get to the boss, but you do have to be conscious of how to get to the boss. And unfortunately... Oh, I don't fucking care. You're gonna die, dude. Oh, the poor sod. Okay, that's stopping at the lava. I think that's going to be my time to move up to go to the other thing. If he stops up there. Yep, and that's not long enough of time, and he just run me over and do massive damage. I'm gonna let the... Right. I guess I won't. I was going to let the carriage handle you, but it seems I have to do everything myself. But yeah, you just have to be really careful here. Don't get run over. Then you veer sharply to the left. Grave Glovewort's supposed to be your indicator. Now, fuck you and your super armor, dog. That's what I fucking thought. Ow. Oh, that was a beautiful punish. You're lucky I don't have any throwing knives. So he's still gonna be like, stay back, beast. I'm gonna be like, no, ow! Fuck ass bitch. The backstab animation, I fucking whiffed it. Hey, Glovewort level 6. I was actually gonna comment, I've been finding that soloing bosses at this stage, due to the type of ashes I have, is just as effective as, like, 1v1ing them. Or rather, you know what I mean. Like, 1v1ing is just as effective as using ashes, because my ashes will usually die too quickly. Because I haven't been able to go into every single one of these and get Glovewort. You just gonna fucking BM me? Oh god. I fucking hate these page assholes. I'm gonna call bullshit on the... You input reading motherfucker. Jackass. Probably shouldn't stand so close to the flames. Flame. Here, flame. Okay, it's a short hallway. Go deactivate fire. I forgot my fire immunity potions at home, so we're gonna have to do this the hard way. The hard way it is! Didn't fucking realize it also breathed fire that way, but I saw the open maw and I'm like, this is where I die, isn't it? Fine, fine, it's fine. Fine, don't know why you think it wouldn't be fine. It's fine, it's fine. We are perfectly sane, perfectly capable, and totally not going to die to a goddamn carriage that is, like, mechanical for some odd reason. I'm gonna say, motherfucker, you are in the lava. Die already. If I know my chemistry, and I'm pretty damn sure I do, you heat bones up to a high enough temperature and they gotta melt like everything else. Ooh, that is too risky for me. I just saw him stop. I'm like, I don't have the time for this. Oh, I don't have the time for that. What the hell am I doing? Full strategy. Oh, hey, dodged it. Well done. What you gotta do now? Oh, damn, he went far. This is fucking like smooth walking place. I did not trust that I could interrupt him. Oh, piss off. You were not welcome here from the first. Holding your torch out in front of me like I'm some sort of crude beast. Really should stagger. He's not that well armored from what I can tell. That's exactly what I was hoping for. I was so hoping he'd dodge my, like, the supposed follow-up. It's like, well, you fell right into my trap. Well, it's technically not my trap, but I established the trap. Kinda. Sorta. The gambit. You fell for my gambit. I was gonna say, motherfucker, I know I just punched you. I've bitched and moaned enough about the hitboxes in this game. I need not bitch and moan about it more. Uh-oh. Think anything in there is worth it? Because I also think there's a bit of a hard fight in here. Hello? I was right! Hang on, I have a plan. I was gonna, yeah, come after me now, bitch! Wasn't really that clever. I just literally looked at my surroundings. I'm like, I could probably use that. And, well, I was right. Huh, weird. That thing doesn't have a rider. Wonder if that could be important. I also don't think there's anything worthwhile up top, so don't worry about that. I'm gonna ask, is there a way I can, like, sneak to the side real quick so I don't end up, like... Oh, thank you. Okay, I don't have a parry, so if you could just kindly not kick my ass, that'd be great. Risk it! Okay. Whew. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna dodge that. So I hope to God I hit that tiny little platform. And, well, I managed to. But sweet Jesus, that was terrifying. I do believe that there is technically a difficult fight in here if I so wish to take it. Yeah, that's one of those Beast Blade fuckers. I think he's guarding an armor set. But praise the right! Well, fuck you, I'm going left then. Good adventurers go left. Praise the left! I hate you. It's the same guy. It's the same fucking guy. Alright, no, this is here. Let's prep. do. He knows I'm here. Get him! Ow! Fuck! Too early! I can beat this guy on my own. I don't need Blade. Okay, perhaps I would want Blade's help, though. You made Phillies, hi, squirrel. Woo! It was like a jousting match at the end there. Got their armor. Got the Gelmer Knight armor. And I have no health. How is you, squirrel? And how are the Phillies? Philly cheesesteaks. God, Philly's cheesesteak sounds amazing right now. I just don't have anything I need to make it. Oh God, I don't know if I have the health to survive this fall, actually. They're so good. Good. They are always great. Alright, remember how I commented that this thing doesn't seem to have a rider? Well, yeah, we're gonna take advantage of that, because otherwise you cannot get by that, like, literal river of lava. Unless you Bloodhound Step. Guess who doesn't have Bloodhound Step? Stop. Oh, I missed. Fuck. Well, I can run here, more or less now, but that's so fucking dumb. Did I mention I'm not the biggest fan of this game? Admittedly, it was my own damn fault, etc., etc. Fucking good game. Not interested in whatever you're selling. That's what I was hoping for. That was unnecessarily risky. I just didn't know when the fuck I could find an opening to punch them. Oh, fuck you. Jesus, I fucking hate this. And it's mostly because I just don't like this dungeon. The way that you get to the end is weirdly obscure. If you fuck up, you just die. So, like, good. Mana's so salty. That's why there's salt emote. I can be salty sometimes. But Elden Ring and really Dark Souls in general is just a special kind of salt. A lot of other games will get kosher salt out of me. Borderlands the other day got some fucking genuine, like, Himalayan salt out of me. Elden Ring just gets, like, regular ass sea salt out of me. I don't want to deal with your piece of shit ass. If you don't mind, I'm going to pretend you don't exist. And if you're going to mind and pretend that you continually exist, well, I have an answer for you. Beginning of Borderlands, the pre-sequel, sure was a thing. God, the story of it was okay. It was just the fucking boss fights. The boss fights really made me want to pull my goddamn hair out at the end of the day. I hate how this is seemingly programmed, because it stops there. So then you gotta be on the ball to follow it. Thank you. Right, you have like next to no poise. You heavily dispute that the story was okay. I mean, you're not wrong. It really just felt like needless like explanation and convenient plot reasoning as to why handsome Jack became as dangerous as he was in Borderlands 2. Because, and I mentioned this to like one of my friends, that it is oddly convenient that the way that he just gets everything he gets to oppose you in Borderlands 2 in the pre-sequel. Like, why didn't Hyperion have that tech already on hand and maybe he got one or two things he needed? Like, the Constructor, that was maybe something that, yes, absolutely, explained and retrieved in Borderlands the pre-sequel. That would check. The fucking Loaderbot AI? Like, what? Seems weird to me that that is what's developed in Borderlands the pre-sequel. And wasn't just a thing before, but they were putting him in claptraps for some fucking reason. And it definitely does the thing that I kind of, even though I've not seen it, critique Cruella on a little bit, because it gives the character like a redeemable side before they go into a villain. Even though, you know, they're the bad guy. But granted, admittedly, they're just the protagonist. The protagonist is not always a good person, necessarily. And the way they gave him the Loaderbot AI, God, that was just him being a dick supreme. There we go. All right, my chariot. Out of lava, out of lava. Okay, good. But yeah, that was heart-wrenching and just like, oh, great. So we killed something that, for all intents and purposes, could be considered sapient. That, oof. Don't feel good about this because you wanted to rush things, Jack. Plus, we didn't use that Loaderbot army in the slightest to take back Helios at all, actually. We had me, and if you were playing multiplayer, yourself and your friends, or whatever, Roland and Lilith, as well as Jack, and we managed to storm the place and take it back ourselves. And then we used the AI program to, like, mess with the loader bots to make them into the loader that we're more familiar with. Like, why didn't we just go with that? Why couldn't we just have Felicity, like, create a rudimentary combat script for these loaders or something? There's just weirdness all around. Oh, God damn it! Oh, why's it gotta be you? I was backing the fuck up, thank you. Oh, fuck off. That was not the best time to use Flame Grant Me Strength, but nonetheless, just fuck off. Hey, Sif. No, this is Sif 3.0, and also, this is the third fucking time I fought it! Sorry! Just gets really trite and annoying how they reuse some of these bosses. Once in Raya Lucaria, once as a random-ass field enemy, and once again here. And there's at least one more in the game, and that's if you're following Randy's path. And I'm sure there's at least one other one, but I don't know where. I'm sure. I'm positive, even, that there's one more. You're not gonna let me get my thing, are you? Oh, that a fucking fight, you're not. Something need more unique bosses. God, do they ever. I'm gonna say there's the one upper cut. Drink. Most bosses they get reused at least a half dozen times. Sure fucking feels like it. The dragons are a light exception outside of if you look at the Dragonlands, in which case there's like at least 7 dragons that are just random ass enemies. And that's not including the one elder dragon that's actually a boss, and the one giant dragon that's stuck to the ground that's worth like 100,000 runes if you kill it with a bleed weapon really early on, and that's a way to get a lot of levels. Those are dragons. That can get a pass, especially since they're mostly relegated to the one area, and also especially because, like, the 5 dragons that are actually bosses that isn't Baliacs or whatever, are all relatively unique. The one in the starting area is just a box standard fire-breathing dragon. The one in Caelid is a rot-breathing dragon. The one in Liurnia is a magic-breathing dragon. The one up in the Altus Plateau is a wholly different dragon entirely, but also is a lightning-using dragon. And there's Phalanx, the Elder Dragon, which was once a 3-headed dragon, and then there's the Death Dragon, which is a motherfucking death dragon. And then there's the Elder Dragon in Caelid that's in the Dragon Burrows specifically. Yeah, no, there's no time to set this shit up. That's the triple. There's a single. Oh, fuck me. You've got to be shitting me. Here we go again. But this shit is always like... Well, no, I don't know if I can necessarily say that. Melania is definitely a boss that was like, oh, hey, you know all those super bosses that have like super low poise and a lot of players just exploit that fact with like a lot of fast-hitting, relatively high poise attacks? Well, let's just make a boss that just straight up breaks the rules of the game so that, like, players can't do that. And Melania is so horseshit because of that. This feels like they looked at Sif. They said Sif is too easy. Let's make them harder. Then Dark Souls 2 happened with Sif 2.0 or the Royal Rat Authority, I believe it was. And they're like, nah, that wasn't very hard. Like, they added 3 mobs to the boss arena, basically, that just made it more bullshit. And then it's Sif without a sword. Like, let's make them smaller and faster. That's what this feels like. It just feels like I'm fucking fighting a more mean version of Sif that now uses magic, also has a sword, but that sword is not exclusively stuck in its mouth, so it can also bite me. It's so not cool. But I guess I just have to use my aggressive strategy again. Once I learn... Time to drink. Oh, to hell with you. That barely touched me. Jesus. And we get Bloodhound Knight Flow as a reward. There's also a treasure chest here that has a bit of death in it. A death root. God, just why? As if, like, wolf-type enemies were bad enough, they gave magic to one of them. Why? Suffer, that's why. If that's not the case, then it fucking feels like it. We also want to level up. So we're going to use the bond. The grace, I'm sorry, in here. But God, those, like, Iron Maiden type enemies are technically a boss because you get kidnapped to an area in, Volcano Manor, and then you fight a pair of them as a boss fight there, which, by the way, I am still salty about that fucking fight. And then they're just all over the fucking map. Supposedly after that, because you're supposed to do Rhea Lucaria. I would say intended order is you get Godfrey killed, and then you go to Rhea Lucaria to get that second great rune. So getting kidnapped and brought up to Volcano Manor would be like done second, conceivably. So you're not even supposed to know that they're really existent in, like, Caelid before then. Assuming intended order. Because really, this game kind of lets you tackle it in any goddamn order you see fit. But just... blah. There are a load of enemies that just get duplicated and copy-pasted. Either as bosses, because you fight the boss over and over again, or as, like, just, they're a boss at some point, and then they're just spammed as regular enemies everywhere else. Some of them, it makes sense. Like, in the really early game, you fight some enemies that are, like, bosses, quote-unquote, but really they're just, like, a late-game normal enemy, which is the typical route of, like, an RPG. But then there are some bosses that you fight, and you're like, that was a genuine boss, and then it's in the game later, and you're like, why are you copy and pasted? You're an actual boss. What the fuck? So I know for a fact this is not a dead end. I just have to find the way forward. More storm wolves! Why are these wolves riding the storms? I have no idea. Magic? I think it's weird that wolves literally rain from the sky in the lands between. Oh boy, mushrooms. Like, I still think that overall Elden Ring is good. It's just some boss fights, I'm like, alright, I'm good. I fought this once. I don't want to fight this thing again. And then I see it like another 20 times in the game. I'm like, now it's just a regular fucking enemy. Okay. I'd say the Gleanrot Knights are a good example of this, but they're really not, because they really show up as like the super boss area enemies, which is like, at that point, okay, I give you a pass. But that red wolf fucking thing, that's how salty I am. The red wolf is definitely an enemy that's like, that's a legit boss. That should not be a normal enemy. Proceeds to be a normal enemy, and I am offended. Oh, I do believe that's where I'm supposed to go. Anyway, it feels like any more these days. I'm just bitching and moaning about Elden Ring and being nitpicky. Meanwhile, I still gave the game a fucking 7 out of 10. Oh, mother... Patches is up ahead. I don't want to fight you. Not the grafted scion. You're gonna make me though, aren't you? Fine. Okay. +9 Flask of Crimson Tears is, like, really good for my current level of health. Ow. Because that's basically a full heal no matter what health level I'm at. God for improved stamina recovery. Soporific grease and a scavenger's curved greatsword, or scavenger's curved sword. That's interesting. Okay. I don't think there's a site of grace that's that relatively close by. Look carefully, try up. Oh. So yeah, if we keep going up this mountain, we are eventually going to run into said asshole boss on the way to the volcano manor. God, why? Why do these guys hurt so fucking much? And stagger me no less. Come on. The headshot I get. Everything else? Get out of here. I shouldn't be staggered by this. Not at this level. Not with this much health. A waste of my resources. The hell? Oh. Have to use some slightly different tactics. Good, that's what I wanted. Good. Good. Fuck's sake. I think that is genuinely the route to Glintstone Manor, or Glintstone, Volcano Manor, but we're not able to go down there because that's a lethal drop, even if I were to equip the thing that prevents me from taking fall damage. Now be wary of right. Got it. Oh.
Welcome, dear customer. Yes, right this way. Welcome, valued. Please, I'm hungry.
What you got? I will definitely take that off your hands. We also have a Guilty Hood, Confessor's Hood, and Confessor Armor, which is magically inclined defensively. Well, kind of half and half, really. Fuck me, oh, wait. No, that's just a glow of, like, some fungus. Don't remember if there's, like, a side of grace up around here, but definitely know one of these ladders leads to, like, the peak of this rock, and the peak of this rock has a boss fight on it, and it's not a fun one. One of those bosses that's actually reused, like, twice, and then there's a third one that's just an upgraded form. That's really goddamn annoying, and I hate it. Well, we're not at the tippy-tip-top peak, but we are getting close. Remember there being... Son of a bitch, these guys have... Or madness, rather. Madness, fury. Really, at the end of the day, what's the difference? Pass them. Horn could be some use. I was gonna say, that definitely alerted one of them. Ah, yes, that's the peak where you fight the boss. Yep, most assuredly notified of my presence. Time to, be a little scarce. Men. That's a big fucker. This will serve as a relatively decent checkpoint. Volcano Cave. I feel like there was a place like this in the Legend of Dragoon. Speaking of, God. I was just idly imagining some shit the other day, and I thought about it, and it's like, you know what I haven't seen, like, any of? And for the life of me, I wish I practiced doing artistry that wasn't just writing to, like, see about doing. Other characters in, like, the Dragoon armor. Because, like, holy shit, that Dragoon armor, though maybe a little over-designed in spots, is, like, excellent, and more characters deserve to be seen in that. Deserves to be seen in that. Of course, this falls in line with, like, the artist Mleth on, like, Twitter and stuff. They had done Asna and Mjolnir armor from, like, Halo, and that shit fucking rules. God, here I am just, like, fanboying over about the idea of, like, crossover stuff. I haven't thought about it for, like, Monster Hunter armor. I think specifically my idea had fallen along the lines for that one in particular with, like, Kamina in some Monster Hunter gear. Because there's just a lot of Monster Hunter equipment that, like... Really? Go fuck yourself. That just looks like it really work on that kid. But no, definitely, like... I wish I practiced art. Because then I'd actually be skilled enough to do it justice. But the idea of a character in Dragoon armor, like they're in a Dragoon form, just is like such a good idea in my head. I think specifically one of the ideas that crossed my mind was Miyabi from Senran Kagura in the... Oh good, an ambush. Yeah, fire, motherfucker. Ow! Excuse me, pardon me. Gotta be real clever about how I fight right now. Got him. Could you imagine, though? I think another character that came to mind at some point was Yuffie in the Water Dragon Dragoon's armor. Like, just a complete clash of, like... Well, no, not a complete clash of identity, because, like, the character that wears that in The Legend of Dragoon is pretty happy, bubbly, also, coincidentally, relatively young, considering the rest of the cast of characters. It's the perfect fit for Yuffie! But some of the things that live in my, like, head rent-free. This is the way. If I had money, I would be willing and able to commission artists to make this a reality. I, however, am waiting to start my job on July 11th, so I am currently very broke. That's not going to happen. Hell? Well, yeah, I figured there'd be a pack ahead. Ooh. Surprise, motherfucker! Knock it the fuck off, you little... Well, I got him. All that for an Arteria leaf. 3 of them. And a coiled shield. What the fuck is this doohickey? Armament designed for gladiatorial combat rises above its peers as particularly showy specimen. Sculpted bronze snake is a poisonous breed, boosting the wielder's resistance to poison. Unique skill, Viper Bite. Give the shield a quick shake to temporarily bring the bronze viper to life. inciting it to lash out and bite foes. What the shit? I just straight up got like a Naofumi-styled shield. What the hell? I didn't know this was in the game. I mean, granted, I should have expected it because there's a goddamn cannon shield. But that's neither here nor there. God, I dread what the boss could be. Oh. Wait, really? Demi-Human Queen Margot. She ditched the stick! Oh, what the hell? I was wielding a sword that connect, but that's because it's lengthy. God, do yourself a favor. If you do a challenge run of Elden Ring, don't do one with fisticuffs. God, the way that fight went. Also, I got the jar cannon. The way that fight went, that really could have been like an early game boss. Aside from the fact that her stats would have to have been adjusted to like allow a lower level player to kill them. That was fucking easy by comparison. And like, it's weird. Some of these enemies, they're like, this is a boss. It's like, no, it fucking ain't. And other enemies, like, this is a regular enemy. It's like, you're sure this isn't a boss? You're positive. Absolutely sure. Man, it can feel frustrating. Which one will just get me like 1,000? Oh. Now, what is role balancing? Definitely not a word in the vocabulary of the team of the Dark Souls series. And by extension, Elden Ring. Also, in Tokyo Mirage Sessions, FE Sharp. I'm in the worst dungeon in the game. The stacked warp maze dungeon. Ew. I mean, one, warp mazes are not fun. There's actually one in Elden Ring, and it's not the worst warp maze, but it's confusing. Really, you just teleport back and forth between two identical seeming, like, layouts of the dungeon, but there's, like, distinct differences between the two of them. That you then have to basically sit there and figure the fuck out. I have been spotted. But yeah, no, that blows. I wish you luck in getting through that with all alacrity and haste. Okay. God, that is really the only way other than, like, going around the mountain the long way to get to the Volcano Manor, isn't it? I give you a thing to navigate the maze, but it's at the start only, and re-randomizes each time you get back to it. What? What the fladoodle dorp kind of design is that? That sounds so unfun. Oh my god, I just realized something. Okay, thank god there's a side of grace here, because I want to see something. You use this to jump up to the top because there's a fucking boss fight up there. But I want to see something because I'm feeling really dumb. Yeet! Okay. I couldn't get enough length. And there are secret treasure rooms that are open based on RNG. Again, can I get a what the fladoodle dorp were they thinking? What the fladoodle dorp were they thinking? But yeah, in short, they thought of that. Now, by Joe, they thought of that. Just like a mostly stationary jump. Oh, wait. Hold up. Invisible wall! No! Then there's the revisit that is even worse. Why? What the hell? Nintendo slash the guys behind, like, the usual Shin Megami Tensei malarkey. What the fuck? Atlas. I think. Yeah, but the fucking bullshit boss is up here. Say hello to my worst nightmare. Oh, this is the upgraded one, too. Fuck. Atlas, this is Sega Atlas 100%. You get bonus damage if you can land a hit on the head, but guess what's really hard to hit? Or I could just smack it right there, sure. Ooh. Hello, sir. It does not help. It's hard to hit the head because it's always moving and you don't get to lock on to the head specifically. You basically just have to hope and pray that you hit it. Oh, fuck off. I dodged that. Too bad you can't get enough knockback to yeet it out of the arena. God, I wish. But considering that this is a falling star beast, I have a sneaking suspicion it'll survive the fall. Just a sneaking suspicion. I think I only had like not even 500 runes on my person. I can time that right. Go fuck yourself, you wonky ass hitbox. I will not take. I didn't dodge in time for that one. That was just bullshit. Up we go. You can conceivably ignore this boss, by the way. Conceivably. How you would, I have no idea. What the f- I'm already dealing with like some difficulties with range. Ow. Also, this lock-on point fucking blows. This is an enemy where I actually do want multiple lock-on points. Especially considering you do more damage if you target the head. I want to be able to lock onto the fucking head game. And I fucked up mostly because I have no range on my attack. Excuse you! End your fucking combo already! Yep, that's the stupidity I have to deal with this build. Doesn't care that I hit. It only cares that I hit within a particular range in order to not take damage. So fuck off and let me dodge. You already made this boss bullshit because they take reduced damage since they're covered in obsidian scaling, basically. To the point that their only real weak point is their head. And you also made it so I cannot feasibly target the head if I lock on. Because, and let's be real, ever since Dark Souls 1, your lock-on camera has been shitty and is barely a crutch in some boss fights. Like, if you jump attack, you're going to be forced to face the direction where you're approximately locking onto. Does not matter where your rough position is. It's another boss that seemingly works better if you don't lock on. Still better lock on camera. No. We don't let it have that excuse. It's still shitty. Can you stop being a pansy ass bitch and hold still while I smack your face? Christ. I admittedly panic rolled there, but nonetheless. I refuse to let Dark Souls and Elden Ring get away with, well, there's worse. No, this is still shitty. I do not like this lock-on system when it's this stubborn about where you have to aim and, like, face your body. Get off Torrent. Thank you for listening to directions. Oh, it's so slow. Also, because this thing is made of obsidian, all of its attacks that involve that tail can cause bleed. God, fuck you. Yeah, I can't send it careening off the edge either, even though that would be a fucking perfectly acceptable strategy. I knew how to dodge that on my main file. I genuinely despise this boss. I want to say I'm not alone. I have not polled the internet on the matters of this boss fight. It really doesn't help that this arena is slanted. It doesn't help that it has this series of attacks. They all do. About time I landed that right. It just doesn't feel fun. Priority number one should be making these boss fights feel fun. If, you know, you can do something about some of the attacks and stuff. I can't have fun in this fight on a traditional build, by the by. Or at least epic. At least epic, yes. This does not feel epic. This feels like I am running around fighting for my fucking life. Because I happen to stumble upon where this thing, as evidenced by the surroundings, decided to crash land. And it's a pansy-ass bitch with just throwing rocks at you and using range and charging you. Which, by the way, that charge attack is not fun to deal with if you're just going to dodge roll and don't know about the whole, if you smack it in the head, it'll stop. Which I actually don't think even a merchant has advice on that matter. Now you want a Souls-like that's like first person or fixed over the shoulder? I'd rather like fixed camera over the shoulder. But I think we technically have that. It's called God of War. I dodged that. Fuck you and your hyper specificity of timing. I know some jackass would tell me, stop aiming for the head, aim for the body. I don't want this fight to take like 6 hours. It's already aiming to take 6 hours because this thing is a fucking troglodyte of an asshole. Oh, and I hit its pincer there, so I did reduce damage because I didn't hit squarely in the face. Because again, its face is its weak point. God, what are these follow-ups? It just feels like a trolly little bastard just hurling rocks at you. It doesn't help that, like, I already know my fucking hit detection is garbage because I'm wielding fisticuff weapons. Because I don't have any overhead range. I don't have any, like, reach. I am at the mercy of a boss being within my hit range. God, I don't feel like I'm fighting a dragon. I genuinely feel like I'm just fighting something that's being an asshole. What is that hurt box? This is twice now that I've run into a boss that for this challenge run is nothing but horseshit. This time I can't really, like, excuse, or I can't, like, hide behind frame rate. I'm gonna switch it up. We're gonna use normal attacks then. Also, why couldn't this be like a better style of flat? Like, sincerely. Fighting in a crater seems cool. It is an awful battleground. God, I still can't really hit its face. I genuinely don't feel comfortable dodging that. It doesn't feel good to dodge. There's not a good window. I know it's when it hits at the peak of its head, being raised. Well, that didn't work. I was hoping it would, because I'm hitting its head. But no, it has to be a heavy blow, huh? Can't be a wall of fire. Boss is fucking dumb. God, that's a noise I don't want to hear. What the? Now you're just reading my controller. Now you're being a dick again. I also think this thing is immune to bleed, which does not help matters. No range. Absolutely no range. I knew what I was getting into with the fucking fist build. What the fuck is my wonky weird hitbox game? I cannot, for the life of me, tell when the fuck that hitbox is. That's another attack they all can do, by the way. Oh, it's now in pissy boss mode because it's at half health. Okay. Excuse you. How the fuck are you supposed to dodge that? That's not the fucking bird. very cool. Good. Great. It's honestly one of those goddamn moments where I literally question what I know about game design if people are singing this game's praises as highly as they do and rating it 9s out of 10s and shit. It literally makes me go and look at, like, games journalism and say, you shouldn't trust that, because they maybe play the first 8 hours of the game tops. They don't get to this point. They don't get to critique this shit. Not under normal circumstances, anywho. Honestly, you should sooner listen to a guy like Gerard Khalil, because as mad as the man is for completing games, last I checked, it's kind of hard to be a little dishonest when you play everything. No, it baffles me that this game gets such high praise sung about it. And then if you ask me, I can tell you I found like at least 20 black marks that this game, or that says that this game does not deserve the high praise and accolades that people say it does. Oh, look at that! RNG. RN fucking G. I also can do more damage punching it in the face than I can with the fucking, like, stab. Like, the critical attack. That's such a tight dodge window. Good, I'm glad I actively had a way to dodge that. You fuck off with this. I knew that was coming. I knew that was the 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't believe that was early. I believe I dodged that fine, game. You want to disagree with me. God, eat my dick. I genuinely don't think that shit's acceptable. Like, I've had it with that fucking boss fight. And I know I am an appropriate level to fight it and beat it right now. I know for fact I'm an appropriate level. Like, that's not supposed to be a super boss, or like... I don't think it is anyway. But it's just so fucking bloated with its stats. But either way, here it is, Volcano Manor. Volcano Manor proper, even. Excuse me. Hello? Somebody committed suicide.
Aren't you precocious?
A little bit.
We rarely receive visitors to the Volcano Manor without invitation. Fascinating. And not unlike another guest we had long ago. So, tarnished. Have you ever harbored about the burden of grace? If you have, rise with us.
Sure.
Your decision is now you belong to the volcano. The drawing room lies down the... I am Tanith.
Also, I technically had an invitation, but, you know. Also, this is the way to the rest of the dungeon, which you've done before, but I'm not interested in doing it this time, because I think that actually screws you out of this potential ending. Which this is the ending route that I intend to go with. Also, the lizard girl is currently not here. Sorry, spoilers. Ah, yes, there she is. Got a recusant finger. Letter from Volcano Manor.
Hello again, brave Tarnished. It is a shame that I did not beckon you here with my own hand, but I am pleased that we meet again. Here, at the Volcano Manor, under Lady Tanith's guidance. May you tread the path of valor.
That's the plan.
You. What in heaven's name are the Volcano Manor is a pit of recusant suicide. I hope you understand. Well, as long as you have harbored doubt, perhaps this day, but know that before you consider hunting any of your... This blasphemy, before you consider...
Brave Tarn under Lady Tanith.
Oh, god damn it. You can only open it side. I think that's dumb. So dumb. Just learn how to open the doors the other way, foul Tarnished. Alright, there's a dickhead upstairs. I'm gonna blow off some steam. I don't remember if I was streaming when I first got to Volcano Manor. I don't think I was. But yeah, this area is not sacred ground. You can actually battle here. Which you best be ready for, because Inquisitor Giza is here! Nobody expects the Gizan Inquisition! Him with his fucking pizza cutter! Ah! Ow! Ooh! Ooh, you hurt, buddy! But I hurt more! Here we get Giza's wheel. It's a pizza cutter. Get it right. So I've got my first target. We also have Mount Gelmore. First target is here. Is it evening? Early day. Hey, remember when I first streamed this game at some point and there was a fucking Knights Cavalry that only spawns at nighttime? Yeah, that's not the only type of boss that spawns at nighttime. That is also reused at least 4 times. And the War Master Shack is one such place. You can tell it'll spawn, because the NPC is not there. It's you again. But significantly easier. Ow! You also don't hit nearly as hard. At least this one doesn't. Go to Caleb, and that one hits like a goddamn dump truck. Really just to show off I can beat that asshole, because that's the guy that was the end boss of the Shaded Castle. So, you know. Don't care. I am in such a low-level area, I do not care. You cannot make me care, doggos. You could not make me care. Okay, so here's where we fought that asshole the first time. I just passed it. There it is. Invade old Knight Istvan's world? Damn Skippy, I will. He's an NPC, and if I die here, I lose my runes, but they'll spawn nearby. Ah! Right. Sorry. Did you just... Honorable duel, motherfucker! Honorable duel! He's an NPC. Honorable duel! Ow! 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 His sword hurts. His sword hurts. Ow, does his sword hurt? Ha! I don't know what you were planning to accomplish there, bud. Manazana, Vengeance Quest. Oop. Oh, right. You get a scaled armor, too. Not that I'm planning on wearing it. Hello.
Did you read the letter left? That is the task. You will become if you are low, but you must leave. This is a... We have no place for them. You've come... I am pleased. This is your...
We get magma shot.
Never forget. The way it is the truth. Now you are a recused. I am pleased.
Someone please kill him.
Nope.
That horrendous serpent. Praetor Rykard.
Nope. Next letter.
Have you any strange something beyond the wall? Oh, fine. What? It just isn't possible. Sometimes I like breathe. Oh.
So, you've blooded you. Then I shall introduce Bernal. Recusants have particular battle arts. Why not add some?
Yeah, Recusant Bernal. He's actually at the War Master's shack under normal circumstances. Point in case, I bought all these from him before. So he'll teach you other ones.
You've come to understand to take power. The recusant. To raise the flag of revolt. We recusants must become the all you can do. Well.
But yeah, if you finish this quest line by going after Riker, his hammer is left at the War Master's shack, and you can buy from that. Or no, I do believe it's his hammer is left here, and you can buy from that. But otherwise, he just fucking up and leaves. So then my next mark is Riley, who is down low. If I could go to that cave, that would be my nearest, like, point. Outside of that, I guess I can just go to the Shaded Castle ramparts. Here, get out of here, then I can get torn. There's a thingamadoodad bobber over here. Got 14,000. That's like a quarter of a level up at this point. I think in total I've lost, at this stage, a level's worth of runes, but that's not really accounting for much. I don't think there's a boss fight here, but there's something really goddamn annoying over here. Because I think over here, one, you'll be invaded by an NPC, but two, there's an enemy over here as well. Yeah, that giant there. So you'll have to deal with a giant and an invading NPC if you go over there to, like, loot whatever's over there. Word of warning. But we are not interested in such matters. We are here to be a dick and kill a bunch of Tarnished. Why? Mostly just because I'm salty. Salty at this game. I've already done my Ronnie ending where it's like we ended the current age and abandoned the world basically in an age of darkness and cold. So why don't we see the world burn this time? That is it. That's what we're looking for. Riley the Idol. Oh, I never did find the rainbow stones for patches. Jackass. What are you hoping to accomplish by, like, slow walking towards me? You cheeky bastard. That got him. In normal PvP, I usually get my ass kicked. I don't know how long this quest line will go for, honestly. Prepus's Vial. Oh, eliminates all sound made by the wearer doing... Ooh. Stealthy. Not quite to my interests, to be real. Alright, there's a goddamn boss in the Volcano Manor. There are so many bosses in Elden Ring. Some of them are just copy pastas.
I see you perform. Here is your usual.
Serpent Bone Blade.
Now, perhaps that of the true ruler of the Erd Tree blessed the Tarnished with grace, but it was all too meager. The Tarnished were forced to scale like the Shard Bearers. Our Lord, indignant, has refused. If the Erd Tree, and indeed then we are willing to raise the banner of resistance. We at the Volcano Manor, under Lord. If you follow this heroic path, the Lord's visits with our champions are. It cannot come at. If you follow this, it cannot come.
Interesting. That sounds like if I do this quest line, I'll get a shortcut to Rykard. Interesting. Oh! Your form's a bit different.
Tarnished. What is your business here? I'm afraid this is not a guest room. What's that peculiar look upon your face? Goodness. Am I still a serpent? Oh, how dreadful. How dreadful indeed. Oh, forgive my distress. I ought to be thanking you for treating me as usual. Despite this appearance, brave Tarnished, this is my true form. My real name is Zarias. Please forgive the deception.
That's fine.
You understand. This duplicity is my own doing. Lady Tanith speaks no falsehoods. Lady Tanith, I am told I was born by the grace of a glorious king, that my mother cherishes this form I inhabit. I am proud that people are cruel, and so, but you are not like my serpentine were secrets. Now I share the secret. Please keep them safe.
This also has some seriously heavy implications that Lady Tanith is also Serpentine.
If you follow this, it cannot come. Did you see her, the girl? Right. Well, if she can, then perhaps it is not, but as her at ease, her true visage belies honestly.
Yeah, I think if you observe her eyes, she has reptilian eyes, but I think that's the only tell that, like, she might also be Serpentine. But, by that wording, adoptive mother, yeah, a red letter.
Look at you. I knew you. Take this.
Letter to Bernal.
A special invitation to hunt. If you should accept.
Alright, I'm actually curious. The red letter, letter to Bernal. Argram the Raging Wolf, errant sorcerer Wilhelm. Both men can be found in the royal capital of Lanedale. Find the red mark in your map for the exact location. Name of a tarnished to be hunted. As the final request, the letter is vivid red. Juno Hoslow, Knight of Blood, the mountaintop of giants. Really? Holy shit. Wow, okay, so on my main file, by killing Rykard when I did, I actually shot myself in the foot for the ability to do a little bit of extra content. That is interesting. I mean, admittedly, that file was definitely me, like, flipping a middle finger to the entire idea and concept of, like, yeah, fuck the Golden Order, fuck the Age of Gold, let's go with the Age of the Moon. As is my want in all sorts of Dark Souls-esque games. Except in Code Vein, because that had a true ending, and we admittedly didn't want to kill everybody. Or get myself stapled to a throne, because that also doesn't sound fun. So if I do that, then there's the possibility I'd just be invited to Rykard.
Forgive me. I know I can trust. I saw something. It entered the room next to. If I'm not it took the form of... Does the volcano manor that Lady Tanith... I realize that if you discover anything... The serpent that it entered the room... Perhaps the man... If you discover...
Oh, also, I think... This might be a spoiler, but I think the lore is that Zarias is Rykard's daughter. Like, full stop, period. I'm not 100% sure. We got this off the internet, mostly gleaning off of some fan art. So for all I know, I just totally lied to you, and I have no idea I did. I think that'll do it for Elden Ring. Been a couple of hours. So I do believe it is time to send all y'all on a raid. To whom? Good question. They started streaming like 2 hours ago. You planning on going for much longer? Yeah, fuck it, let's raid her. I always have a good time whenever I raid Miss A. Yeah. Alright, I'm kind of glad I picked Elden Ring. Aside from the fucking Fallen Star Beast. Fuck that thing, 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 fuck that thing. Fuck that thing and the meteor it rode in on. Fucking hate that thing. Any hooser. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the stream and putting up with my loud griping that I do when I play Elden Ring. I know I don't really like the game, but there is a deep part of me that wants to like it because it does offer a good challenge. But then there's just bullshit game design. Anyway. That aside from the fact, folks, please remember that you are always welcome here at Mana's Potion. And I will see you next time.